Dear learners of English, this is M. Rahman and you are attending ORAC classes of English language, and we welcome you to our lecture 11 part second English version lecture, in which we have a topic clauses, types and definitions. In previous lectures you came to know the definition of a clause, and you came to know how you can identify a clause, and you came to know about noun clause, adverb clause and adjective clause. Today the turn is of the relative or adjective clause. In this lecture we are going to know how to identify an adjective clause and what is the rule that makes a clause an adjective clause. Now let's begin. The relative clause does the function of an adjective in a sentence. The relative clause does the function of an adjective in a sentence. It means relative clause acts like an adjective in a sentence. But before we proceed, we should understand what is an adjective. An adjective is a word that says something about a noun or pronoun, especially noun. You can say in simple words, an adjective tells something about a noun. It may be some characteristic or quality of a noun. Just like we have a sentence here, Pinky is a tall girl. What is adjective here? Tall girl. This is an adjective, only word adjective. But we are discussing about adjective clause. Then what are the words, what is the reason that make us understand that this is an adjective clause? What makes a clause an adjective clause, or you can say what is an adjective clause in itself? We are going to understand that. If there is only one word that says something about noun, is called adjective. If you have more than one word that gives the quality of a noun, is called adjective phrase or adjectival phrase. There are more than one words: tall, wise, girl, and these words are describing the girl. Now it is adjective phrase. But one more time I would like to make you recall, it is adjective clause. We haven't reached adjective clause by now. We are going. Now what is clause? Clause is a part of a sentence. First point. Second, it has its subject and predicate. Third, it acts like an adjective. Okay, like being an adjective is one quality, and another added quality is that it must be with its verb. Now let's see. Pinky, a tall and wise girl. This is case in a position for Pinky, but there is no verb. I can say this is the quality of Pinky, but it is not a clause. I am going to make it a clause. You just try to focus it. Pinky, who is a tall and wise girl, comes to him. Now you can see this part, who is tall and wise girl. The part that used to be without verb was a phrase. Now I have used who as a subject. It is from here relative clause begins. This is verb and this is the rest part of the sentence. And this whole part that lies in this box acts as an adjective. It acts as an adjective for Pinky. It has its own linking verb. It is a part of a sentence. Because of being with verb, it is clause, and because of saying something about noun is adjective. That's why it is an adjective clause. Now let's understand this definition again. The relative clause does the function of an adjective in a sentence. Okay, this is doing a function of an adjective in this sentence for Pinky. Now let's understand. That's why it is also called an adjective clause. In second part, we put a relative clause immediately after the noun. Relative clause immediately after the noun. It means noun will come on number 1 and it will come on number 2. Yes, this is number 1, you can understand, and this is number 2. Relative clause comes just after noun, and this is called connector or relative pronoun that connects this subject or noun here. It means relative clause or adjective clause begins with relative pronouns and relative adverbs. Here is the chart and I'll explain it later. First, let's understand here. Pinky, who is tall and wise girl, comes to him. Pinky and comes to him. This is the full part. Comes to him means Pinky comes to him. This is a normal simple sentence. Simple sentence means sentence based on one verb. But if I break from here and I put this box at this place, Pinky, who is a tall and wise girl, comes to him, it will become an adjective clause. An adjective clause is also called a relative clause. And relative clause begins with relative pronoun or relative adverb, and relative pronoun and relative adverb comes just after noun it defines or modifies. Let's see here. A relative clause is essential to the clear understanding of the noun. To the clear understanding of the noun means this is a noun and this is the clear understanding. It, you can see here, it defines or qualifies. Now come back. This is noun. It says something and it makes its meaning clear. In this way, we can say that a group of words which has its own verb, subject or predicate and a part of a sentence and acts like an adjective, and it begins with relative noun, relative pronoun and relative adverb. And this relative pronoun and relative adverb is put just after the noun it qualifies, just like Pinky here. That is called adjective clause. The part that begins with who, whose, whom, relative pronoun or relative adverb, that is not used to seek question, it is used just to give answer, is called adjective clause. Or you can say subordinate clause, and the rest part of the sentence for which it is used, it is called principal clause. Now let's see. Nominative case, suppose this is Pinky, who is innocent, lives here. Now this is your adjective clause. Now the question of whether we should put comma or not, it will be explained in your next lecture when we teach the function of adjective clause thoroughly. Okay, you keep on watching our channel and you will come to know. Pinky, who is innocent, lives here. Now this is adjective clause. You can also say it is subordinate clause. And this rest part of the sentence is called principal clause. And this word is called relative pronoun or relative adverb. There is much part of this chart left that will be taught in next lecture. This is called antecedent, means the word in form of noun or pronoun that is used before these linkers or conjunctions, or you can say relative pronoun or relative adverbs. This word is called antecedent. It means the rule becomes antecedent plus who, whose, or whatever you use from this chart and moreover this chart, and then you write the next part of the sentence. This is all about adjective clause. I hope you have come to know about adjective clause properly, and if you like our lecture, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Subscribe our channel or see classes of English language, and please you let us know whether you understand this adjective clause or not. Please in comment box you write how you can identify what is subordinate clause and what is principal clause in an adjective clause. Thanks for being with us. Thanks a lot.